Alter Ego by Lisa, album review, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we're finally here. Part 2. Man, I've been having such a fun time covering this project, doing my thing, listening to it, guys. We're finally here. We're finally at the end of covering Lisa, and I'm not going to lie, guys. You know, it's one of those things where I'm always like, damn, we really got to move on. But we're not moving on to stuff that's much different, I guess you could say. We are going to be moving on to more K-pop because Jennie is dropping on Friday, her album too, which we will be reviewing, we will be covering for sure. Get ready for that coverage, guys. But today's part 2. Now, part 1, if you haven't seen part 1, basically all we did for part 1 was just go over my 3 overall points for the album. And for today, part 2, we're going to be going over every single track off the goddamn album. Guys, there is over 15 tracks. There's 15 tracks. There's even some tracks where it's just the solo version. So we're going to be reviewing all these tracks, and I will be rating each track out of 1 out of 5, and then we'll give my overall thoughts about the album, and then my overall album score review. So let's get started, guys. Let's get to talking about this album. I'm so excited. Guys, let's get into it. Lisa, Alter Ego. Let's start off with the first track. All right, heading into the first track, we got Born Again featuring Doja Cat and featuring Rhea. I mean, this track right here, just such a good track. I mean, when I had to re-listen to it for this album, I had to re-listen to this track for a few times. And these few times that I replayed this song, I had such a good time listening to this song. I think the vocals on this song from Lisa is something that we've never heard before. Have we ever heard, such powerful vocals from Lisa, powerful vocals from, Rhea on the hook, and then Rhea with her verse with her little bit of a flow switch up that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed that flow switch up and that kind of slight beat switch up too. Doja Cat had a really good verse too. She started off singing and then she switched it up to rapping, which always is fire, always sounds good. This track is an easy. I mean, this one's definitely an easy 4 out of 5 for sure. Rockstar's the next track. Rockstar, going back and listening to this is like the lead single off the album. I do like Rockstar, I do like the hook, and I do like, the verses. Would I go back to Rockstar that much? Not that much. This is one of those things where, we covered it as a single, and I do kind of still look at this single as, this song is more of a single. So we'll give this one a 3 out of 5. Now, the next track, Elastigirl. I mean, when we talk about a track that, has so many beat switches to it, it has such a fun hook to it, too, an addicting hook. The flow of the hook is so good of this song. The verses are absolutely crazy, and this is probably one of the more freakier tracks, if you even, like that. So this is an easy 5 out of 5. Thunder. Thunder, I will say, Thunder does remind me of some, older rap songs, and that's kind of why I don't really like it that much. I don't like the hook that much. And the verses, I just don't like the vocal style on the verses. So Thunder is just going to get a 3 out of 5. It's okay. There's some things that I do enjoy, but overall, I'm not really, going crazy over it, going like, oh shit, should I fucking listen to this? I'm not doing any of that. This isn't one of those tracks where, honestly, you could skip off the album. 2 out of 5. New Woman featuring Rosilla. I really enjoy New Woman. It's like the TikTok song that just goes absolutely insane. Those subtle beat switches, I like it when we switch it to Rosilla, which goes crazy on the feature with the verse and everything towards it. I really enjoy New Woman. This is an easy, 4 out of 5. Fuck Up the World featuring Future. Fuck Up the World is such a fire track. I think the dark trap beat atmosphere is in here, but those dark synths, those, background vocals that really lift up the hook to really make it such an enjoyable experience. I want to say this, and Adding the Future feature too was such a great add in my opinion. I like his flow. I like what he does on this track. I think Future sounds fucking fire on here. This one's an easy 5 out of 5. Rapunzel featuring Megan Thee Stallion. I really do enjoy the hook, and I really do, because the hook reminds me of, like I said in the review, it reminds me of some like Wiz Khalifa. It reminds me of like a Wiz Khalifa type hook, that money hook. I like the background vocals. I like how everything comes together. I even think Megan Thee Stallion's verse was really good too. I like the flow. I like how she sounds on here. My only caveat, my only thing that I don't enjoy about the song is the beginning. The beginning, feels a little too offbeat. So I am, going to have to say it. It is a little offbeat in the beginning, but the song evens out. So I'm going to give it a 4. I'll give it a 4 out of 5, but I will say it does, get a little offbeat in the beginning, but it always evens out. Moonlight Floor, Kiss Me. This track's an absolute banger. I do like the pop elements. I really love the hook, those background vocals. This is a nice track. This is an easy 4 out of 5. Now, we're getting into one of my favorite tracks, and I think I said this on part 1, which was my favorite track, is When I'm With You featuring Tyla. Man, this track right here, the R&B elements are here. The background vocals are just so addicting. That soul element, you just feel it in your fucking body. I mean, goddamn. I think When I'm With You is such a good track. The Tyla feature, 5 out of 5. They both killed it. I even like the rap verse. I think overall this track is just so good. When I'm With You is an absolute fucking banger. Then we got Bad Girl. And I'm going to say this, guys. I think Bad Girl, I don't like the production that much. It's a little bit too electronic. It's a little bit too, kind of killing my ears a little bit. The production's a little too loud here, in my opinion. But I do enjoy the hook of Bad Girl. I think Bad Girl's an entertaining hook. I'll give this a 2 out of 5. Lifestyle, man. Lifestyle is absolutely a banger album. Not an album, a song. I don't like the verses, and that's my thing. I don't like the verses that much, but I enjoy the hook. I think the hook of Lifestyle goes fucking hard. Those like dark, synthy, kind of poppy elements that really start digging in when the hook kicks in, and those background vocals and everything just with that hook. And this one is definitely, the TikTok song for sure. So this one's an easy 3 out of 5. We got Chill. Chill is definitely the low point of the album. I'm definitely going to say that. Going from Lifestyle to Chill, don't like that. I don't like the track listing on that. I'll just be real, guys. Chill is not that good. I don't like the singing on Chill. I don't like the hook. I don't even like the verses on Chill. This one's like a 1 out of 5. Dream, though. Man, Dream. I think this is a nice end to the album. And, when I kept listening to this, I wasn't really, having Dream on my mind that often. But once I started listening to the album a few times, and this was the final track, I think Dream is so good vocally. I think Dream is so good on the hook-wise. I think this is a nice ending to the album. And I like it how we get more of those, like, emotional, powerful vocals from Lisa at the end. I really enjoy those vocals too. They go absolutely insane. Dream is an easy 4 out of 5. Now, Fuck Up the World. This is the Vixie solo version. I like the solo version, but, I really like how Future... I like how Future adds to this track. I really wish I would have just reviewed Future and Lisa the first time instead of Fuck Up the World, because, I don't know. When I go back, I really do enjoy the features. So this one's just going to be a 4 out of 5. Rapunzel, the solo version. I do like the solo version a little bit more because it does kind of fix that beginning part, that little offbeat part. It fixes it a little bit. But Megan Thee Stallion adds so much to song. She adds a really good, entertaining verse. So, I don't know. I guess if you don't want to hear Megan Thee Stallion, but... guys, Megan Thee Stallion did great on her verse. So I don't know what's the point of the solo version here. There's not even another verse. There's that verse at the end, but it's so short, it just ends. So this one's just be 3 out of 5. Guys, when we talk about Alter Ego, when we talk about this album and the overall terms here, I think this album is really good. I like this solo album. My only thing about this album, it does feel a little too heavy reliant on the singles. I kind of do wish that some of these singles were kind of safe for the album. Did we really need Born Again as... Honestly, did we need Born Again as a single? I'm going to say maybe not. And, you know, some of these tracks that have already came out, like even New Woman, maybe we could have saved that for the album. Maybe that would have hit a lot harder with the album. So I think this album, it's good, but it is missing... I think it's missing something. And that's my thing. I think this album is a little bit missing something. I do like the ideas here. I do like how everything comes together. I do like that production. I like the variety of production of this album. But I will say, you know, the beginning is definitely, you know, okay, the beginning is just all the singles, and then we get a little bit of some other Lisa songs in there. So some of these tracks I feel like could have just been on the album. We didn't need them as a big single, but, you know, that could be, you know, a lot of different, you know, album tracks that maybe not would have got the spotlight it deserves because, you know, it was not a single. So maybe there was a point to having a lot of singles on this album. It's kind of like Jenny's album. I don't know how that album's going to be. I don't even know the track list, so we'll see what all that comes out soon, but it's kind of like that similar boat. There's been so many singles that come out that, you know, hey, you know, that's my only thing about this album. And I think that's the only real negative about this album. If you really do enjoy all of the Lisa singles, this album's not going to be a problem for you at all. But I think if you were expecting a little bit more from Lisa from a solo version act, Honestly, I wish we got some more. I wish there was some more R&B elements maybe into here. Maybe there was some more pop elements. I do think we were really heavy reliant on, you know, older rap music. And when I'm talking about older rap music, I'm talking about, you know, 2000s to 2010s. Like, these beats feel very that time period. I mean, even tracks like Rapunzel, you know? So that's my only negative thing about it, but overall, I had such a good time listening to this album. I think this album's nice. It's great. I'm going to give this album a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, what y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Get ready. We got Jenny coming up on Thursday night, so get ready for that. Guys, I can't wait to talk about that. And, you know, of course, if there's other music that comes out, we'll be covering that too. But, guys, you know, the big release is Jenny at the end of the week. So get ready for that. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Yeah, bye.